Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you some of the trick which might come in handy to all of you if you know it very well. Those who don't know, they will get enhanced understanding of it. It's all about finding stuff. If you are sitting on a Linux system and wanted to find stuff, which is a very common thing, whether you manage server or whether using workstation, whatever it is. So finding is an important activity, and we do we spend a lot of time behind it to fine grain the stuff. So I'll be showing few examples from the command line, then I'll be hopping into Emacs to show you what you could do. So okay, so there is a heavy persistent rain going outside, and that's why the background noise is catching, so I can't help much. Okay, so you have to bear with me. So it's raining heavily outside. Anyway, to give you the demonstration, let me spawn up a terminal, moving to a designated place. Let us zoom in so people can see what we are doing. So all I do, I just because I cannot remember the long commands, complex command, it is general inclination to either make it a alias of it or write a script about it so you can call by name. I generally keep I have said it many times in various videos of mine that I give the file name or the script name as descriptive to the function it will going to perform. Okay, so I don't have to trace enough in my head to find out what actually I want to do. So if I remember what I'm going to do, I can easily find out the name. Okay, so like that, I just curated few stuff which probably helped me to see. So you can see three script or one liner I have just written. So if I write filter picture, and it will be showing like this, all the where I am in the present directory. It will show me all the picture. Pretty darn simple, right? But if you look into this file, how that output get produced from the command line, it's just a one line find command. What I did find, then dot signifies the directory where you will be in. Okay, in my case I'm in home directory, and then max step is basically restrict your search to a certain level. That means I said max step 1, that means it will search on the directory where you starting your search or finding, and it will go one directory level down. That's all. There may be other nesting directories. It will certainly not go there, so the searching capability will get faster. Type F means that I am only looking out for files, and then find as the option to regex. By default it is using Emacs regex, so you have to escape a lot, like the parentheses, the pipes, all you have to escape. If you want to change the type of the regex type with find, I'm close by to airport also, so you'll see a lot of airline flying out and produce this kind of noise. Can't help much also. So the regex, basically the caret symbol signifies that it will start at the beginning of the line. Okay, with the dot, as you can see on the top, it starts with the dot. Then you have to parse the extension of the files you are looking for, and you have to escape every single parenthesis as well as the pipe inside it, and the end of it, the dollar sign is the end of it. That means it enclosed between those anchoring. We in regular expression, that caret and dollar is called anchoring symbol. That means it anchored the stuff in between the stuff. Okay, so whatever you signifies in between the caret and dollar, it has to be produced. That's why these are the anchoring stuff. Okay, so I parse out three different kind of, you can take a queue out of it, you could apply it to some other mechanism. I just showing you the rudimentary one, but you can take a queue out of it. Okay, the why put in a file, because I just don't want to remember this. Okay, so filter pictures is a much more human readable term than writing all this cryptic stuff, remembering and cryptic, because this kind of operation not happen very frequent, right? So it might happen today, it might be happening 5 days later. So if I'm not used to this kind of stuff, I have to spend so much of time and bring out all this complex stuff what you are seeing, the find command line, and remember all this stuff properly and then dish it out. So instead I just write filter picture and it will provide me what I want. It can be tweaked, lips and bounds. I just didn't do that, and for the simplicity's sake I just make it like that, so you can easily grasp it and go ahead and build on your own. The next one I'll say, this is a built-in one, empty files and dirs. Simply it will show the empty file and directory resides where I am in. Okay, also it can be tweaked and it should look like find as an empty option. So you can see this is the find command. Again, it's been restricted with a one subdirectory level, and there is a empty option. Then I'm trying to find out the files and directory too. Then just parsing the ls command with an argument. This bracket is placeholder, what is coming you see. This all stuff resides in between these two parentheses or curly braces. Then I have to escape the semicolon. Okay, so this is how it's showing all the empty stuff, empty file and directories in my present directory. Okay, so the another one is so it will be easier if I do it in the so this is another one. This is purely to show the files and directory which starts with all numerics. Okay, this is a simple one too. Numeric files and directory name star. So it basically, again, I'm restricted with one directory level down, and the name should be parsed like with the numeric. It starts with numeric, right? So these two only present in the location where I'm in my system. Okay, so you can tweak all this stuff, like find has got plethora of stuff. One heads up, when I said very beginning in the video that the regex stuff in find has got variants, and if I can find it out, sorry. See, So there is different kind of regex type. Some of them POSIX compliant, some of them Emacs related, some of them related to egrep, fgrep, and all this stuff. So you have to be careful what you are passing with find command. Okay, so for instance, find does it work in that way too? Okay, so there is a way you can okay, what I'm trying to show you that it's a tricky one because it gobbles up so much of my time. So that's why I'm desperate to show you that you should not make the same mistake. Sometime I really lost. I don't know why. So when you find something and you don't find it at once, it's pissed me off. And regex type, and I'm just give you this now. So you can see I could have done this much earlier anyway. So I just give it a garbage regex type with the find argument. So as I said, by default find regex use Emacs. So if you have some other option like GNU and grep and POSIX and POSIX grep, these are different variant. POSIX enabled, few stuff work for POSIX related stuff, few stuff works for some other stuff. It's a quite tricky things, and it takes me so much time to figure it out. There is no silver bullet to figure it out. Sometimes you have to do trial and method. That's what I practice. So you have to read up all this stuff to find out what is working, what is not working. You can use the syntax basically like this, or if I could, and you have to write like this. If you write like this here, and you have to give, then you have to give the regex. Emacs is the default one it used, then you have to give regex, and you have to specify whether it's a grep or it's a set operation, right? Or whether this particular regex compatibility is POSIX standard or not. That you have to figure it out beforehand trying this. It certainly speed up things or bring absolutely filtered stuff if you know what you are doing, plus the important thing, what find expect out of those expression. The regex type and regex are important if you try to use it with find. The bottom line is that. So I have just given you a clue, and you might try it out yourself to figure it out. So find is basically a Swiss Army knife for any person who is sitting on open system like Linux, Unix system. So, and if you wanted to find out something from the command line, it can greatly help. So on the other hand, if you are a person who is delving entirely inside Emacs, I need to show you something. Say this is my Emacs client. Let me move into a different space. This is my Emacs client and I am running it on terminal. So it's a CLI version of Emacs. You could try the same thing on GUI version of Emacs also. It doesn't matter really. I am accustomed to it, that's why I'm showing it to you. Go to Emacs prompt and just type find, and you noticed one common function is Ctrl+X Ctrl+F, which find the file, right? So likewise there are 43 options you can see. So there are 43 find option in Emacs. Okay, so you need to explore this to get things going for you. Okay, so I bet not all 43 options are required for everybody. There are special cases. In general, out of 43 you probably need handful, say 5, 7, 10 max, not all 43, that's for sure. So you need to find out what you are frequently doing. Okay, so what is the purpose of it? So Emacs has got that option too. So two option I can show you very easily, that's why I'm showing it to you. Ctrl+X4 and Ctrl+F, it will show me, say for instance, it will show me in a new window. If I wanted to search a particular file in a new window, then all I have to do Ctrl+X4, which related to the windowing command inside Emacs, and then Ctrl+F, which will give you the mini buffer prompt to select the file, and once you select it will pop up in a window like this. Okay, so another one is Ctrl+X5 and then F. Again it will show you the different thing, and if you do see, this is all about frame. It's a complete new frame. Okay, so Ctrl+X5 related to frames. So if you wanted to see a thing about the file in a different frame without the frame you were on when you invoke the finding, so Ctrl+X5 related to frame, which is a complete separate frame. You can see it from here. I was in a different, was here, so I went there. Okay, and Ctrl+X4, which will give you the window kind of separate window as you saw. So basically what I'm trying to say, Emacs has a built-in find command, and which are plenty, and this is the second time I'm mentioning, you do not need all 43. There are special cases built into it. You hardly need 5, 7 or 10 stuff. Remember those, practice those which are you use frequently. It's very easy. I shown you to find out two things in a window, or these two, where my cursor is hovering at this moment. Okay, so there are other stuff, so you could explore all this stuff. I don't think you'll need all this stuff. Okay, so finding is an core and important activity on a system. So you are better off you will be better off if you accustomed yourself or spend some time to get uh, find out the way to achieve something easily. Okay, so this is this might sound trivial, but I can't help. These are the basic stuff, right? If you get efficient in basic stuff, automatically the other enhanced stuff will come. It's spawn out of curiosity. Once you get over the basic hump, so if it augurs well, so you look for a next step forward, right? So that's what, if you get accustomed yourself with this kind of stuff, so it will be only beneficial for you only. Okay, so I hope it will be useful for some people to know about all this stuff. So I thought to dish it out. Thanks for watching. I can't help about the noise. There is a raining going on. I'm telling it second time, heavily, and it's been pouring like hell. So the noise coming from there. I'm nearby to the airport, so the airline flying. So all this kind of things.